Welcome to Law Made Simple, where we decode complex legal topics for everyday understanding. Today's episode tackles a common but misunderstood issue: ancestral versus self-acquired property. Is your inherited home automatically ancestral? Can you gift your own property freely? We'll break it down using real-life examples and personal law frameworks. From Hindu coparcenary rights to Muslim inheritance shares, we've got it covered. We'll also look at key laws like the Hindu Succession Act, 1956 and Indian Succession Act, 1925. Whether you're drafting a will or facing a family dispute, this episode is for you. Stay tuned till the end for actionable tips and myth-busting facts. And don't forget, like, share, and subscribe to Law Made Simple for more legal clarity. Let's begin with the basics. What is ancestral property? And how is it different from something you bought yourself? We'll also explore how daughters' rights have evolved in recent years, and how different religions treat inherited property. Let's make property law simple, one slide at a time. Ready? Let's dive in. Ancestral property is inherited through 4 generations of male lineage. Under Hindu law, it belongs to the Hindu undivided family or HUF. Every coparcener, son, daughter, father, has a birthright in it. This means you don't need a will to claim your share. It's jointly owned and cannot be sold or gifted without consent. The governing law is the Hindu Succession Act, 1956. Specifically, Section 6 defines coparcenary rights. After the 2005 amendment, daughters are equal coparceners. Example: if your grandfather inherited land from his father, and it remained undivided, it's ancestral. But if he sold it and bought something new, that's self-acquired. Ancestral property is often the root of family disputes. Understanding its nature helps prevent legal battles. Muslim and Christian laws don't recognize ancestral property in the same way. We'll explore that next. But first, let's contrast it with self-acquired property. Self-acquired property is anything you buy with your own money. It could be a flat, land, or even a business investment. You have full control: sell it, gift it, or write a will. No one else has a birthright in it while you're alive. After death, it's inherited as per your will or succession laws. Under Hindu Succession Act, 1956, Section 8 governs intestate succession. If there's no will, property goes to Class 1 heirs, spouse, children, mother. Example: you buy a house from your salary, it's self-acquired. Even if you later gift it to your son, it doesn't become ancestral. Muslim law treats all property as self-acquired unless proven otherwise. Christian law follows the Indian Succession Act, 1925. Self-acquired property gives you autonomy, but clarity in documentation is key. Let's now compare both types side by side. Let's compare the two types of property under Indian law. Ancestral property is governed by Section 6 of the Hindu Succession Act, 1956. Self-acquired property falls under Section 8 and Section 30 of the same act. Muslim law doesn't recognize ancestral property, it's all treated as individual ownership. Inheritance is based on fixed shares under the Muslim Personal Law, Shariat, Application Act, 1937. Christian law follows the Indian Succession Act, 1925. Example: a Christian father's property is divided equally among spouse and children. No coparcenary concept exists outside Hindu law. Hindus have the concept of HUF and coparceners. Muslims follow Quranic shares: sons get twice the share of daughters. Christians divide property equally unless a will says otherwise. Understanding your personal law is crucial before claiming or gifting property. Let's now look at real-life examples. Let's look at 3 examples to make this crystal clear. Case 1. A Hindu grandfather inherited farmland from his father. It was never sold or partitioned. That's ancestral property. His grandchildren have a birthright in it, even if there's no will. Case 2. A Muslim father buys a house from his earnings. He can gift it to anyone. It's self-acquired. Inheritance will follow fixed Quranic shares, sons, daughters, spouse. Case 3. A Christian mother saves money and buys a flat. She writes a will leaving it to her daughter. That's self-acquired property governed by the Indian Succession Act, 1925. Each religion has its own rules, so knowing your personal law is key. Let's now bust some common myths. Time to bust some myths. Myth 1. All inherited property is ancestral. Reality, only if it's passed down undivided through 4 generations. Myth 2. Daughters can't claim ancestral property. Reality, since 2005, daughters are equal coparceners under Hindu law. Myth 3. A will can override ancestral rights. Reality, not always, coparceners have birthrights. Myth 4. Muslim law allows gifting ancestral property. Reality, Muslim law doesn't recognize ancestral property. Myth 5. Christian law treats sons and daughters differently. Reality, it treats them equally unless a will says otherwise. Understanding these nuances helps avoid disputes. Let's wrap up with key takeaways. Here's what you should remember. Always check whether the property is ancestral or self-acquired. Know your personal law. Hindu, Muslim, Christian rules differ. Draft a clear will to avoid future disputes. If it's ancestral, all coparceners have rights, even daughters. If it's self-acquired, you can gift or sell it freely. Use legal documentation to prove ownership and succession. Consult a lawyer before partitioning or transferring property. Maintain records of purchase, inheritance, and family tree. Educate your family to prevent emotional and legal conflicts. And always verify the law, don't rely on hearsay. Let's close with a reminder. Thanks for watching this episode of Law Made Simple. We hope you now understand the difference between ancestral and self-acquired property. If you found this helpful, give it a thumbs up and share it with your family. Subscribe to Law Made Simple for more legal clarity. Hit the bell icon so you never miss an update. We simplify law so you can make informed decisions. From property rights to digital safety, we've got your back. Drop your questions in the comments, we reply to everyone. See you in next explainer.